massive data breach at Target is still making headlines, with the Justice Department now launching a criminal probe into the hacking that took place there. We have some latest news we want to share with you, and here to help sort it all out for us and see if we can prevent this from ever happening again is consumer expert Andrea Woroch. Welcome.
Thank you.
So let's jump right in. The top news of the day regarding this is what?
Well, when we first heard the news, we heard only 40 million, which is still a big number, had been affected, where these cyber thieves hacked into Target systems and stole credit card information, encrypted PIN information from the debit cards and other information. Then later in January, they came out and said, actually, even more, 70 million, up to 110 million Americans may have been affected, stealing information from even further beyond the holiday season and taking email addresses, home addresses, and phone numbers. And if you think about that information along with a consumer's credit card, and if they can pair it, what that could happen, what they could do with that, they can open up accounts, try to take out loans, and really cause havoc across all of our nation.
Who is they?
So who is they? So cyber thieves. So, you know, there is the investigation by the Justice Department trying to figure out who launched this, but there is someone that they have in mind who may have created this special type of malware, which they were able to then break down the firewalls of Target's security system on their internet.
One person or a team?
Well, it could be a team, and then it's supposed that he may have sold it to other cyber thieves. So, you know, and then this information that they're stealing, the credit card data, the numbers, and the home addresses are getting traded on the black market, and other thieves are buying it to attempt to steal identities. So, you know, this is much bigger than we had first thought, and it's a really serious matter that the credit card companies, retailers, and banks really need to address.
Well, when you talk about credit card theft, is one thing when you say, they stole my credit card information. You can shut that down and change it. I'm not going to move. My information about where I live and my home address and all of that, I can change a phone number, a credit card, but if they have that information about your home, which is scary, could this have been prevented?
Yes.
Have they figured that out?
You know, there's some controversy as to whether or not this could be prevented, but however, there are certain levels of protection that the retailers could invest in better software that really would alert them if any unauthorized access had gone in, like the cyber hackers. Also, maybe if we moved from credit cards with the magnetic strips to a credit card that has a chip, which has multiple levels of protection, which can't be copied. Those magnetic strips can be copied. And even countries in Europe and Asia are already using
in England, it's chip and pin. Chip and pin.
Chip and pin.
Think about this statistic. America, even though we account for only a quarter of credit card spending, we have over 50% of credit card theft because we are using this outdated credit card.
Well, you would think there would be some kind of plan in place in case this. I mean, you know this was going to happen. So
the problem right now, well, one, you know, they should have acted much quicker. They should have alerted the credit card companies and the consumers. Also,
again, who's they?
So the retailers. As soon as they found out, it turned out that those cyber thieves were going back into the system multiple times over the course of a few weeks. It wasn't just one time that they took that information. So, you know, we were vulnerable for a really long time, and it's infecting a lot of people.
What I'm sitting at home, I want to take action to prevent this from happening from me. Can I do anything? Can our viewers go, that's it, here's what I need to do?
So as a consumer yourself, you know, be an advocate for yourself. Write to your credit card companies, your banks, and to the retailers, and tell them that, you know, you've had enough, that you want them to take action to serve us better, to protect our information. Also, retailers need to be more sensitive about the type of information they collect from us. Do they need to store our home addresses and our email addresses? Why are they saving the PIN numbers?
I never like to give that. When they ask,
you don't have to.
You
don't have to.
Yeah.
So that's something to think about, you know.
There is, I had sensed there was something up with my credit card because I monitor it. But there were a few small charges that I almost didn't tell the company when I bought, because I thought, well, maybe one was for a dime, 10 cents, another was for $1, but it was credited immediately back. So, and I had asked them about that.
What
is that?
Well, these thieves, the reason why they're successful is they make small charges that usually go unnoticed and undetected. If you see a $9 charge, you think, oh, I must have done that quickly. I don't remember.
Or a cup of coffee or something.
Yeah, you wouldn't think about it. And when they're being removed after you call, they're testing you to see can they get those charges past you. So if you call and change your card, that they might not charge you again, but other people they will continue.
My husband was looking at the credit card bill the other day, and he said there was $1.
Right.
Could that be it?
Yes, that was it.
Because my question was, how do we know if we've been hacked? And that's a sign.
You need to be vigilant. That is the point. Check your credit card statements, your bank statements, because everything's automated and digital.
Is it safe to go back to these places like Target and stuff like that? No, can I go back?
I don't want to shop
my bank told me is, and in this case, what they're trying to do is they're running it to see if it clears, and then they go back in and they get a big hit on you. And it could be a couple of $100s, but they know the card is active and it works. So it's almost like just running a message through the system that they don't, you don't
and then you've got to cancel
and then they'll
your
go
card.
back in and they'll
Yeah, you obviously cancel your card if that happens.
they were the ones who canceled. They said, we're canceling your card, we'll send you a new one.
And Target isn't the only one. Neiman Marcus recently announced this. Michael's is speculating that there was some
I was at Michael's I always go to Michael's.
I just got a call that they were canceling my debit card just yesterday about a possible data breach. So, check your accounts and also try to pay with cash when possible.
It'll make you spend less money.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll make you spend
More
less money.
information. There's a lot here. Visit Andrea at AndreaWoroch.com.